Hola, amigos. ¿Cómo está? How are we doing today, my friends?
Bienvenidos a TNT Boys Podcast. Wah, 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 wah.
Oh, you want the horn, buddy? I got the horn. Oh. Yes, welcome to episode number 64. We are here with Daniel. Daniel, how you doing, man?
Doing pretty good. Guys, don't forget to get your Kale Daily over here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is I, the Daily News. Sam is not here. Sam Bam, he's not with us today. He is out camping and fishing up in South Dakota with his family. And we are here both today recording in his absence. So this is kind of different. New, you know, we've never been together before and you're still new here. So, hey, you're getting put right into the driver's seat right away. How do you feel about that?
Out of the frying pan and into the fire. Let's get this thing lit up.
I love that. I love that. So we really don't have anything specifically we're going to talk about today. We're just going to, basically like a usual talking shop that, Sam and I would do, like our usual banter of just randomness. So we talk about, or, if we get on a topic, we're going to make that the main point,
He's going to try to put me on my heels.
I might throw some quick ones out there for you. Hey, you know what? And if you ever have questions or any kind of things you want to hear, want to get to know about Daniel since he's new, don't forget to drop that down below or message us or whatever. We'll get you all set up on that. And hey, we'll answer as much as we can. Or you can ask me questions, but what am I? So there's that.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, leave in the comments how we need to get a job.
God damn it. Man, I'm just going to leave that at that. That's okay. So Daniel, how was your week? Did you have anything interesting happen to you? I know I have had some things go on this week that's been interesting. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing all right. I didn't feel like my week was all that entertaining. Nothing that I would bring to a podcast per se. We were a little bit busy at work, but outside of that, I just kind of go through the throes of life on life's terms. Cool. How about you, Kale? What'd you have go on with your week?
Oh, man. Although last week was Labor Day. I mean, coming back on a Tuesday still felt like a pretty long week. They started off on a Wednesday. Well, Tuesday we went back to work. Tuesday was good. It was fine. Normal day. Wednesday rolled around, do my Wednesday route. I get out to my far west location, and I found out one of my customers had passed away in a tragic accident, ATV accident. So that was kind of making me bummed out on Wednesday. May he rest in peace. Great guy. I'm going to get his wife a sympathy card and drop it off next Wednesday when I go out that way.
Our prayers and sympathies.
Yes. Condolences to the Malone family. Thursday, I started training the new guy how to drive, hook up a trailer, stuff like that. So we went on route. So that was a fun time. He's part of our Who You Got League, so...
Tell us how that went. Now, I've got some stories about things that can happen when you don't train people how to pull a trailer.
Well, he's driven trailers before, so I expected nothing less. And, I mean, he was a maintenance tech guy at Norfolk Iron Metal, so, I mean, I didn't expect nothing less. So, he did pretty good. So, yeah, I mean, and then Friday came around and got a DOT violation, so...
What?
Yeah, unfortunately, apparently our annual inspection sheet was not in the truck when I remember putting in the truck, and I knew we had it, and to come to find out that the company called Freightliner dealership did not put an annual sticker on the truck, and that's what could have saved me, but unfortunately did not, so I got a violation, but no fine. And it might go against, it's probably going to go against the company, obviously. I'm probably going to against my record, but we live and we learn. We're going to move on.
Are you trying to point out your company again, Kale?
No. You guys like my shirt?
His shirt says, Will blank for hot dogs.
One of my buddies at work gave me this shirt because I like hot dogs. People, it's weird. People these days are actually starting to like hot dogs more.
Them gas station glizzies.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about the life, Kale.
About that life? What do you want me to talk about? I
can see your eyes glizzing over from here.
No. Hey, it's a quick snack when you need it. I mean, how often do you see a glizzy at a gas station?
Depending on the gas station you go to, every single time.
I mean, around here, you really don't see it until you go to Hy-Vee.
I was going to say Hy-Vee is commonly known for them. Come and Go is commonly known for them. Depending on which variety of Casey's you have, certain Casey's also have the rollers.
What? Really?
I believe so.
Good to know.
My hometown has one of the old-fashioned Casey's, so it's not quite corporately built.
Learned something new. So this week, I don't know if you saw it last night, and I should have pulled it up before we started, but last night during the video came across my feed on Facebook. You don't watch much baseball, do you?
I really don't. Baseball, if football was my weak side because I've never studied the statistics, its steroid-filled older brother is probably baseball because it's all statistics in baseball. Which player, which position, which lineup, which way, which team, which day, boom.
So anyway, the video is this Karen. She, I can't remember the player's name. They hit the home run. He was on the Phillies. He hit the ball to home run, and guy got the ball, and he's like, well, or she's like, literally chasing down to his seat down the row.
I heard about this.
Oh, so you know what I'm talking about. Okay, cool. So she started complaining, and you really gotta, I saw someone defending her today on Facebook. I'm like, how are you defending this? Guy, it was either a guy admin or guy or girl admin on that page, or just a sissy. A fucking sissy. So, he or she said, oh, well, he's not a man for just giving up the ball like that for his son. I would have said, hey, get your own ball kind of thing, which is, yeah, maybe, but you know, it's not that we're not in that age anymore. But hey, I think at the end of the day, I think the kid came out on top regardless. He got more than a ball, and I'm happy he got to meet the player and everything and all this other stuff. And come to find out, she was actually a school official down there. So, and she got fired and she's not getting a return to come back.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounded like that fan got the super fan experience after all that. And it's good to see that it comes out that way. I have to look at it from both sides. It's like, if the ball was coming towards me and I didn't get the opportunity, man, that would really suck. But just like I heard on the actual cast through ESPN, it comes down to, what is it really all about? It's about the kids. It's about the life. It's about that experience. You know, these kids are only going to be young once, and I really think that that was a very commendable thing of him to do, to show his son that it doesn't have to always be about us, because when we always focus around ourselves and what it is that we think's best for us,
I think
it just creates a selfish society.
It's a shame to see that lady who's also, who, like I said, is a school official. That's pathetic. Come on, man. I saw a comment on one of the posts, and I know I probably shouldn't say this, but I thought it was the funniest thing I've seen in a while, because she had a Karen haircut and everything. Someone said, that's probably the most balls she's ever touched in a while. I was like, gosh, dang, God dang. Why do we gotta say that? Younger Kale was like, yeah, that's funny. Older Kale was like, oh, why?
Rubbing the sleep out of her eyeballs on that one, folks.
Yeah. Hey, but sometimes you just gotta let out what you want to say on them posts, and they're gonna get likes, so whatever, right? So yeah, I'm glad that got figured out.
So you were talking about how you were training a new guy to pull trailers. What are some of the experiences? Now, I know that in your first number of episodes, you've already talked about what you do as a career and some of the things that have gone on. You've done a talking shop before with somebody who is really big in your side of the world and does a lot of those kinds of things. But what are some experiences you've had personally with driving, traffic, local truck routes, things like that. And if you wanted to touch on, I know that here in Norfolk, we recently had a very bad accident on 13th and Benjamin. Thankfully, nobody was seriously injured. I don't know if you heard about that one.
Yeah. I'll also touch base on that one down in Florida and how I really feel about that. And I'm going to try not to get out on my nerves about it. Traffic-wise, I see a lot of dumb people on the road. It doesn't matter if you're a person who drives a four-wheel vehicle or a semi. I've seen semis almost running to me. I've seen people just passing when there's cars coming. You know, the typical stuff you would see. And, you know, right now, so coming out of Norfolk on south, they are milling the road. And when they set the barricades, I don't know who was in charge of that, but not once, but twice did the truck get stuck. And for me to go on that road, and I went on the second time, and, well, the first time, I'm like, yeah, someone's getting stuck. And sure as shit, a few days later, get stuck.
Multiple times.
And I think the first time there was no width sign on the first go around, but
the 10-foot width sign.
Or 11, or whatever it is.
Is it 11?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean... Yeah, I was not too shocked about that. That road needs to be redone anyway. Do you want, like, what are you looking for out of me here? You know, my feeling about trucking?
I'm not. I'm just sitting here trying to stir the pot. You know me. You want to get pot stickers, gotta stir the pot, buddy.
Okay, so do you want to know some opinions about having some trucking in the trucking world?
Well, I mean, if you bring up things about the trucking world, I can definitely bring up some things about the trucking world, including multiple experiences that I've had with truck drivers. See, two things that we relate as people is that you drive the trucks. I deal with the paperwork with the truck drivers. So we actually are in the same industry.
Okay, I get you. So, okay, this is what we'll do. I'll start talking about truck stuff or whatever, what I know, right? So trucks. Big rig truck. We kept saying that yesterday. I was the dude wearing like big rig trucking. So if you have questions and you want to follow up with stuff I say, go ahead. I guess that's the best way I want to put that.
Well, I'll tell you, to be honest, some of the things that I've seen that's pretty consistent, I wanted to get your views on things that you've seen as a truck driver and things that you know you have to do. And one of the biggest ones, pulling the big rigs, is that why do people not check to ensure that their pin is appropriately locked? The number of trailers that people have dropped on the dollies is ridiculous, and the amount of damage that it does and the amount of cost to the company, and especially we're a grocery warehouse, Associated Wholesale Grocers, shameless plug right there.
So I'm gonna be straight up honest with you, Danny. I'm a box truck driver right now. So I mean, I've driven the bigger trucks, like, you know, the 4 18 wheels and trailers and everything, but as somebody who backs up to the dock and stuff, so the reason why people get their pins pulled is because either A, they saw another driver on the road that pissed them off, B, someone's playing a prank and thought it'd be funny, or C, the driver is not looking fully on his inspection before it leaves.
And I think that's a big part of it, and that's why I was touching on it, because the number of times that we've literally had to bring a side loader out to pick up entire trucks because these guys they're not pulling ahead slightly when they are doing their inspections to ensure that the trailer is locked. And if it's not locked, you know what's going to happen? You're going to drop it.
Yep. And that's what a lot of these rookie drivers, especially, you know, a lot of these rookie drivers, you know, this is this will tie into the Florida thing a little bit too, because I mean, they're just letting anybody get CDLs in a way. So I mean, it don't matter if you're black, white, purple, brown, whatever.
So you mean I have a chance?
You probably not. You're probably gonna fail your medical with the thing. I'm gonna be lighthearted about that. I'm sorry. I mean, that's just the truth. Now, back to the pin thing. So like, if I'm on the interstate and I'm driving an 18-wheeler and I see Billy Bob getting pissed off, cussing at me on the fucking CB radio, and he sees that I'm going to get fuel and he's going to get fuel, and he sees I pull up, you know, you don't want, this is, I would say, the trucking Bible. You don't leave your truck in the fuel aisle when you're getting food or eating. Don't eat your lunch. Move your damn truck. That's how you get your truck shit fucked with. And that's how you start a fight.
So you're telling me that it kind of works like courtesy is king here?
Yeah, you got to respect your other drivers in the road. And a lot of people might say, "Oh, you're just a box truck driver." Well, that's another thing I'm gonna bring up.
Hey, we have box truck drivers delivered to our warehouse.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say this, like, I'm gonna say is that in the trucking world, there's a stereotype of, "Oh, you drive a box truck. You're not a real trucker." Then what the hell am I driving? Please tell me what I'm driving.
And why does he need a CDL?
What? Well, so for me, you look at the truck I drive, it's a Freightliner M.2. You might not think like, oh, well, you see these Penske trucks, people use them to move all the time. It's the gross weight on that truck. That's why it makes me have a CDL. And then the air brake system. So not everybody is going to get in a truck like, oh, I could just like slam on the freaking brake the whole time.
So it's about size and equipment.
Pretty much.
Take notes, ladies. It's about size and equipment.
So yeah, a lot of that stuff is a big deal, a lot more than what people think. So back to we'll go ahead and go into the truck accident that recently happened, where it left one guy paralyzed and one guy fine. So what I understood is that the guy did not stop at the light when it was turning yellow, and I don't know how far he was. I don't know. It kind of could go both ways. It could kind of really get me in trouble for saying what I want to say. But what I want to say is that the driver, yes, he's at fault at 100%. But I also am going to back up with, he should have been paying attention. He should, one thing I've learned from the old boys that have taught me from driving is always look at that timer. That, the crosswalk timer, that's when, it starts slowing down. That's why, like when I see, like if I come up to that line or lane coming into town from 81 north, southbound,
yep,
and you see the lights flashing,
yep,
that's when I know to start slowing down.
Yep. And we're blessed to have that opportunity to have the flashing light. A lot of places don't have that. One thing you might want to touch on is you might want to give a brief overview of what happened. I don't know if all of the TNT faithful are up to date with what actually took place.
So what happened is the trucker who was hauling cattle had a fully loaded truck. He saw the light was turning yellow. He thought he could make it because as he got closer, he knew that if he stomps on his brake, this is where I see why he did it. You can't stop, and I would always fight this. You cannot stop a truck on a dime, especially hauling all that weight with all that cattle. One, you're going to hurt the cattle and kill them, which 2 did die, 2 steers.
That's why you're supposed to carry a $50. You could probably stop in a $50.
The driver that was pulling that had a green, what I read, I think they were looking back and forth, and they were kind of in the middle already. So I don't know. I would have to kind of like, I wasn't there, so like it's kind of hard to me picture how it goes. But
I'm gonna assume the officers knew what they were doing at the scene.
Yeah. The truck rolled over, so that killed the 2 steers. I already know that the DOT are gonna get him drug tested. Everything, no matter what happens, you're always gonna get drug tested.
Right.
They need to know if alcohol or drugs were involved.
Can't be having that on the roads.
No. So that's how I see that.
Sure. And like you said, it's hard to say when you're not in that situation. I know that I recently had an accident last year where there are circumstances that can make things really difficult. And what was happening in my scenario was that I was driving the Blazer. You remember the white Blazer? I don't know.
Yeah.
And I was coming out of the Perkins parking lot onto the main drag, and there was a large, what I would view as a Yukon, turning right from the right lane into the parking lot.
Right.
And I was turning left to go towards AWG.
Okay.
And as I'm turning left, the Yukon is shadowing the passing lane for oncoming traffic. I didn't see any lights. I didn't see any movement. By the time that I pulled out to take that left turn, because the outbound traffic lane was clear on both sides, but that incoming traffic lane on the passing side, there was a black Grand Prix that just happened to be shadowed right behind that Yukon. And I checked twice, like you're supposed to. Looked, no movement, no lights. Looked, no movement, no lights. Went to go. And as soon as I pulled around that Yukon to take that left, boom, just got smoked on that side. And so it's really hard to make a call against a person or in a situation when you weren't there. And especially if I had to represent the position of a person who doesn't want to be hypocritical and admit, do I see a yellow light? And then speed up because I can make it into the intersection for a yellow light.
I don't think he was speeding up. I don't think he could have slowed down in time, is what I'm saying.
Right. And I wasn't,
and that's what a lot of people forget about.
And I wasn't contradicting your retell of the story. I was just saying, not only is it that he was trying to slow down with a fully weighted truck, but that multiple times when I don't have a fully weighted anything, I'm just trying to gun into the intersection.
See, and that's another thing.
Just as unsafe.
And that's another thing. You can drive a pickup and a trailer and still can't stop on a dime. It don't matter. A car with a trailer, it don't matter. But, I mean, a bigger truck, yeah, it's going to really matter. And you know what? You get all these people on Facebook, they just irritate me. They go right away to the comment section like they think they know how to drive trucks. Especially the non-CDL holders. And then you got the actual ones like explaining it to them, they still don't understand it. That's wild to me. Like, it really is. It boggles my mind. Now, to the Florida U-turn guy recently who killed the 3, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, there's a petition out there. I guess a bunch of people were signing it. I don't know the final declaration of all of it, but I heard a little bit about it.
I think
Again, maybe we should give the brief synopsis so that people know what we're talking about.
I mean, I'm pretty sure people know what we're talking about.
Kale, if aliens invade and they get only this podcast episode, they are going to have no idea what happened. They're actually going to have to go hack into our databases just to see what happened in Florida.
You know what I got to say about that? And it's like the nicest way to say it. Fuck them.
You would.
So no, what I was gonna say is, so I don't know what country he's originally from. I believe India, because he looked Hindu. And what I understood too is he tried to do a U-turn on a big highway, busy highway. As he's doing a U-turn, a minivan went straight into under his trailer, and killed 3 people in the vehicle, which was very sad.
Very sad.
So may they rest well.
Rest in peace.
You know, there's a guy recording it, and he goes to the driver. The guy's like, straight face and all. And it's like, are you shitting me? No remorse at all. That makes me so sad. You go to find out the dude doesn't even have a CDL, or the CDL school he went to was fake, and who knows, that company was probably fake too. But that company is getting shut down.
Fake CDLs?
Yeah,
So you're saying I got a chance?
I guess. But so I recently did my DOT, and I was talking to the doctor, and she even said that they're probably going to take away the 2-year certification. So I mean, I'm on a 1 year, so it won't bug me. And you know, I have the other driver at my job. He's a 2-year CDL holder. I know somebody else a 2-year CDL holder, and excuse me, who also is a 2-year CDL holder, and they're all gonna have to switch to a 1 year. So, which I mean, that's how I think it should be. I think if you have a 2-year, you could probably get away with a lot more and put shit off, or you can have a lot more happen to you than a year. And then the Federal Motor Company was going around and closing places down that were approving these people. So they're cracking down, and this yeah, I'm glad they are, and I'm glad that they're, now if they can stop worrying about other things and worry about more stuff like that, I'll be okay. So yeah, moving on.
Well, I was going to say, I know that especially seeing this side of the industry, there are quite a few people who are coming to America to look to make a living, provide for their family, send money back home. And so a number of people coming into America as a migrant worker or on a work visa have a CDL from, and then now fill in the country. And how they're getting through the recertification process, I really can't speak to it. I wonder, because very many of them do not know much English.
Can I just say one thing? So we're watching the Husker game.
Google Translate is my friend.
Can I just say one thing? We're watching the Husker game right now in the background, and they showed Dana Holgerson putting a lip pillow in his fucking mouth. Then I'm like, yeah, I'm saying like, yeah. So I was listening. Don't get me wrong. I just had to space out for that second.
I mean, this is the TNT Boys podcast, so we're going to talk football at some point.
So moving on from, well, I actually do want to say one thing, and I know there's going to be some people that are eventually going to, when this video ever gets popular and whatever, some people are like, oh, you're just a buck truck driver.
You're just a box truck driver.
Hey, man, I just want to say we all drive the same thing. We're all hauling together, so we all got to make a living. I hate the stereotype of, you're a stupid trucker. All the old people and everything that do it these years, or the older people, they make that stereotype like, when I was a young man, I started driving that truck. I went over 1,800 miles. You got soft hands, boy. So, I mean, there are people that do that, and it's weird.
That's going to be you when you're older.
So hey, you're making a living, man. Make a living. That's how I think about that. Like,
that's what's up.
You make a living to make a living. You gotta eat. You gotta eat, provide, and live. I guess that's the best way I could put it. The three things I would say that's most important in life is eat, live, and provide. And use your time wisely, I guess.
What was that?
I said use your time wisely, I guess.
Well, and have a sense of purpose. What are we out here trying to do? Everything that we do contributes to a greater whole, right? There are very few people who are out there specifically just for themselves. We need to contribute in some way or another to our society, to our family, to our social network. So to live with a sense of purpose is definitely to use your time more wisely.
Yes, for sure, for sure. So moving on from the trucking stuff, so we don't talk all about trucking this whole episode.
Oh man, I was down, bro. I was going to tell you all sorts of funny stories about truck drivers.
Oh man, I've seen some shit. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I don't. Well, I'll save that for another time.
Do you ever go to facilities where you have to wear a safety vest?
Not comment at this time.
Do you want to wear a safety vest?
No.
Neither do the drivers that come to our warehouse. And boy, do I have some stories.
I'm sure they got pissed. But yeah, so yeah, moving on from the trucking stuff. Daniel, how's your NFL research going? I know you've been trying to get more back into it and stats and everything.
So I just need people to look me up on Facebook. You can look up my full name, find me, drop all of the AI that you guys are using to collaborate statistics so that I can come on here and give an accurate opinion. I do not understand Chat GPT, so that's just not going to work for me.
I can teach you. Don't worry, buddy. I got you.
But no, I've been doing my best to actually sit and look at other podcasts, the way that they're gathering the information. They say that they have an algorithm that they use to decide wins versus losses and bets versus folds. And I'm trying to get into the flavor of things. I also found a link that allows me to watch cable. So I'm pretty sure that's in some sense going to get me in trouble down the road.
Yeah, you trying to get shut down like Stream East?
Shh.
That was a sad deal, but that's all right. I'm on to bigger and better things, legal things. I guess I could say legal things.
Legal things, he says. But trying to get in there for as many games as I can and get some game reviews and just sit down and actually write down some things. It's weird to be a guy who watched football and now have to watch football knowing this guy is that guy and this guy just scored that point there and this team did that last year. And that's not something I've ever done. Maybe in the past I've looked at football and said, okay, I like these teams. They played well here and there. This is a couple of interesting things that happened in the season. And now
Can
it's
you
like,
teach me how to football?
can you teach me how to football?
Can you teach me how to football? Anyway, yeah, I believe in you, buddy. I think you're gonna eventually, by the end of the season, with the who you got and everything, bud, I do believe you are going to be set for a while.
Well, I don't think that I would take the Chiefs twice in a row. I told my wife that too.
She's a Chiefs fan.
Biggest Chiefs fan.
You excited for who you got this year?
I'm excited every year for everything that you guys got going on all the time. Like I said in my first podcast, it's great to have real friends now.
Wow. I don't know how to feel about that.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Wow. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. What was I going to tell you?
Once your pool table's up, we'll have to do some recordings out by the pool table too, so that if I get any good at that, then
Like a pool challenge type of video?
something. I do like me some 8-ball.
Every time you hit the black ball, it's a shot of milk.
Oh my goodness, my kidneys are gonna regret
I was
this.
going to say, hopefully you're not lactose intolerant or become one anytime soon. That'd be very disappointing. What would you do?
If I became lactose intolerant,
Yeah. What would you do?
drink lactose-free milk.
Can we call you Lactose Milkman?
Milk and cookies, 365. Look me up. Snapchat.
Oh my gosh. You're just asking for people to come like, hey, while we're at it, here's my credit card, here's my
Right.
social, here's my
Jump on the bandwagon. Whoop, whoop.
here's my credit card, here's my Muhammad, please. Come on, right now. We're pretty, what's funny about who you got, we're pretty excited about it, but we put it off until like the day before, like it was a school project, and you go to your mom like, hey, I got a project. And then she's like, what? And that's how it got turned out to be.
And that's exactly how I felt, because I was like, what's who you got? And they were like, you pick the teams you think are going to win for this week. And I was like, oh, well, when do you need that by? We needed it yesterday. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
And
I believe in
admittedly,
you.
week one, I feel like the week one choices, and I told Sam this too, it's great.
Even though you got a bye week, you still did it. So
Yeah, well, that's what I was talking up to Sam, because I really was disappointed that I got the easiest opening week, I feel like, because the picks all seem almost natural picks. There was only 2 matchups that I actually had to do research and figure out, well, what do I really think about these 2 teams? And then my natural picks happen to be what the majority of the commentators / the statistics were telling me anyway. So it was really easy to pick the picks. And then they're like, well, but because you were the last one to submit, we gave you a bye week, which means that all my research went like this.
well, unfortunately, we had a couple people back out. So I mean, it just worked out that way, and we had to have a bye week, and because everybody, if we didn't do a bye week, people would have played twice in a week, and that would not have been fair, and it would have made sense.
Well, unbelievably, without Sam being on the cast, I told Sam, I said, Sam, I did a lot of work to get all of this arranged, and now I got a bye week. I said, I bet my bye week guesses, my bye week picks, do better than at least
Somebody.
half of your roster. And he said, I will take the bet. And he said,
I would like to
don't
see
know
that.
what we're
I'm
betting.
not going to bet anything, but I would like to see that.
Right. And I'm not a betting man. It's actually fairly unusual for me to bet, because in principle, unless I know that I'm going to win, I don't take the bet. But I feel really comfortable.
Comfortable.
I feel real comfortable.
That's a new word here on TNT. Here first. Comfortable. We're very comfortable.
Dr. Scholl's gelling like a failing.
No, so
But I did put $20 on the line. Now, just so that everyone out there knows, I'm recomping the $20 because I don't go to my training session with Sam this week because I have to go to physical therapy. So I get the $20 back into my pocket either way. But I really do think that my picks were almost natural. And I'm just hoping that no one picked the San Diego Chargers. I have no idea.
San Diego. They haven't been in San Diego for like 10 years.
Sorry.
I wish they were. Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. See? People are like, how much do you really know about football, Daniel? And I'm like, right there.
Proud of you, man. Proud. So who you got essentially what it is when we started, it was just Sam and I. And then all year last year, we talked about like, man, we need to make this like this with other people. It'd be fun. And now we wait till the last minute and by God, we got it figured out. And, I think it's working out well.
I can hear the fans now. Bobby Boucher, football is the devil.
Yeah, we'll say that. But anyway, I'm glad people came in clutch at the last minute and, wanted to do it and everything. We just felt like, okay, now we're at 6. So now we got these other people coming like, okay, now we're at 9. We thought 9 was going to work out. And then we were like, oh, wait, we got to do this. We got to change that. And then, oh, wait, we got to stop because we haven't heard a response from this guy.
I'm that one guy.
No, you're a couple other people. But
I'm a couple of the other people. All right.
Yeah. Feel important. You're included.
I'm more than one person.
Yeah. There you go, buddy. So anyway,
Three's company, four's a crowd.
We're excited that this year, not just us. So like last year, it seemed like we ended as a tiebreaker in the playoffs, and that's why we were like, okay, we need other people. That's when we officially knew, like, this is what we need to do. And
well, coming into week 2, I have absolutely no idea. Week 1 seemed so natural, and now watching some of these games, I'm like, oh man.
Well, just when you come over tomorrow, there's gonna be so many games on one TV down here. So
I have no idea how to pick football teams.
Man, so like what it is, it's gambling, but not gambling without the money. That's right. Essentially what gambling is. You pick the teams under and over,
right?
But without the under and over and the money and stuff.
Well, because when you bet, and I got into this really easily. I mean, you can just watch a couple of YouTube videos and see how they do this, but you get an over and under on a team, and then you can decide whether it's worth taking the risk to see the team win. Like, definitely that I think they had the Kansas City Chargers at 3.
Kansas City Chargers, who are they?
Well, Kansas City. What I'm saying is the
Kansas
Chiefs
City,
versus the Chargers.
There you go.
They had that at 3 over, so it's a safe bet that if you want to take the Chargers on the Chiefs, you came out on top there. And I'm just hoping that nobody did that.
You should become our guy for that sports betting stuff. You don't have to do it because I don't know how you feel about it, but
no, I'm not. Like I said, gambling. I've watched it. I worked at Casey's for years. It just, if you can do it, there is an art to it, but I'm not artistic in that way. I really think I would end up throwing a lot of money away trying to be something I'm not.
You could be.
It's a numbers game.
You could be like, you could still talk about it without the money. Be our guy with that. If that's what you're interested in. I'm not going to force you to do it.
I mean, I can give you the odds. The only problem is it changes at the last minute before the game, so I'd have to lock in what the final game statistics were for the bets.
I would like to do that. I don't have the time to do it.
Gotcha. Well, I have a lot of time. I watch a lot of things at work where I have the ability to sit and watch videos or at least listen. I can't necessarily watch them. I do have to work. But
yeah. Obviously, I got to work too, so I mean.
You don't work. You don't got a job.
Yeah. I do a lot.
Don't you drive a box truck?
Yeah. We're just going to leave it at that, I guess. I was going to tell you. No, so like this year, like we're already talking about next year. Who you got for next year? We're already making plans for it.
You guys already know who you got for next year?
Like what we're going to change and stuff, somewhat.
This football thing is just like chess. These guys are thinking like 2 boards ahead. I'm not even on my first move.
I mean, it's just like EA. once they release the new EA, they start working on the next year.
Welcome to TNT Boys podcast. Good luck.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna go great this year. I hope everybody has fun, and there was a buy-in, so there's that.
Nobody told me about that either. So hopefully I win the $20 from Sam so I can use that money to buy in.
I have to cover for somebody because I bought a fridge from them.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So
well, originally he was gonna give it to me, and then the next day, like, hey, you want to cover my buy-in for the fridge? I'm like, whatever. I'm good friends with him, so I got him covered.
Gotcha.
So the prize this year will be what? 9 times 20 be 180, right?
Yes.
So $180, almost $200.
Let me get my calculator.
Daniel, that's quick math. Yes, it's 180. Daniel, buddy, you carry the zero down.
Hold on.
You take the 2 and times it the 9, which is 8. No, I'm wrong.
This is Kale doing math. I'm going to let the calculator do it, guys.
Hold on. Whatever you get, don't answer it or don't say it. Let me figure it out in my head. My Norfolk High education don't fail me now. So, okay. What I said, 9 times 20?
That's what you said. And then you started trying to say 9 times 2 and then tack the 0 on the end.
Okay. Shh. So it is 9 times 20. 9 will be on the bottom. So carry the zero over. That'll go straight down. Take the 9 times 2. That'd be 18, so 180.
I got 1.
Motherfucker, how'd you get 1?
I hit a button.
That's about equivalent to 21. That's how I felt like we had just that moment there.
Right. I feel like we should probably move on now.
Yeah.
Otherwise, not only are we not going to have jobs, we're also going to have to go back to school.
Apparently. What's 100 times 100? I'm kidding.
10,000.
Well, we're looking forward to the NFL season. Tomorrow we're going to be live. So that first time live for us.
Live, baby.
Going to be weird, honestly.
Are we going to be in the bomb shelter?
Yes, sir.
Or are we going to be out there in the field?
Bomb shelter.
Dropping them bombs.
I like that. Noted. I should get a sound effect on here and go.
I know. I haven't got to play with these mics at all, so I can't really make cool noises.
Yeah, let's not.
I'm trying. Don't worry. Eventually, I'll make some cool things happen. Minus the Donald Duck thing, which you actually never clipped.
I forgot.
Dang it.
It's all right. I forget a lot of things. Ask my wife.
No math, no memory, drives a box truck. I mean, we got a lot going for us.
She'd tell me something, I'd be like 2 weeks, and then be like the day of the thing that we're going to, I'm like, wait, you never told me that. I had this plan. Like, what? So then I have to change things around. It's like, hey. So some football news I do want to say. Adidas is now going to be with Penn State, which is...
All right, and so we're going to end the podcast right there. Cut out. TNT Faithful.
You good?
Yeah, I just had to on the Adidas thing.
Oh, yeah, Adidas is crap. So, I mean, it just ain't going to look right with Penn State being Adidas. So, because I'm used to them being Nike, so I think the Nike symbol looks better on that
Get
white
your
jersey.
Knicks and the Nikes.
Yes, sir. Yes. Yeah, I really don't have a lot to talk about anymore. So, how about you?
Like I said, other than just talking about the industry, that was all I really had for us today. I could tell you a lot of funny stories about truck drivers. That's about all.
Cool. All right. Take us out.
All right. Thanks for joining us, TNT Faithful. Make sure you hit that like, slam that subscribe, leave comments. Remember, we are looking for real jobs. Thank you to Age and Life Media and all of their affiliations. Talking Dirt, Useless Assumptions. This is the TNT Boys podcast. Peace out. Bye.
See you next week.
Peace out. Bye.